Hey people, what's up? I'm sorry I have not done a video in a while. I was gonna do a video yesterday, but when I was driving home, I got into a car accident when I was driving home yesterday because some middle-aged woman rear-ended my car. I wasn't really mad, but I was gonna do a video yesterday, but I wasn't really in the state of mind to do a video after getting rear-ended, so I had some shit to do with that. Or with the insurance and all that other shit. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about my car accident yesterday. Today, I wanted to do kind of a personal video with you guys on YouTube. I'm also trying to get my channel to have more subscribers. I have like 45 right now, and my goal is to kind of try. I know I'm not going to get into the thousands, but I want to get to about 100 soon. I mean, I'm at like 45, so I'm kind of close to 100, so if you can and if you want, please, and if you're interested in my videos, please subscribe to my channel. It would really help, and who knows, if you subscribe to my channel, if I like your channel, I'll subscribe to yours as well. So, just wanted to lay that out there for you guys. But anyway, my video for today is I wanted to ask you guys if you have ever been to a WWE event. Like a wrestling event, whether it was a pay-per-view, a Monday Night Raw, a Smackdown, pay-per-view. So, yeah, if you want to leave a comment below and tell me your story about what your, on what event you went to, or what they did at the Raw or Smackdown or pay-per-view event. Because I'm here today to give you a video on, because I have been to a WWE event. I've been to 4, actually. And I gotta say, all of them were really fun. My first WWE event was in 2010. And for 3 of the events, I went with my cousin. And it was all in my hometown of Seattle. It was all in my hometown of Seattle at Key Arena. And the first one was in 2010. It was around the fall, kind of like now. And I remember it pretty clearly. It was a Friday Night Smackdown it was a Friday Night Smackdown taping on Tuesday that me and my cousin went to. It was great. Besides Smackdown, they had NXT and Superstars before Smackdown. And then they had Smackdown, and it was a lot of fun. It was probably the best Smackdown, I think. It was probably the best first live event I could have imagined. Because they had a great rivalry then with Chris Jericho and Edge, so it was good to see that rivalry between the two of those. And what was really cool was I got to see the Undertaker. The Undertaker was at that SmackDown event, and it was just fucking awesome. I mean, he gave, I think he attacked, because this was before Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 26. This was before then. And it was absolutely great. I mean, the Undertaker, the lights went out, the lights came on, the Undertaker gave a chokeslam, a last ride powerbomb, and a tombstone pile driver to a few wrestlers who were in the ring. But it was really cool, though, seeing the Undertaker. That was probably the best part of it. And the other cool part I thought was seeing Edge and Chris Jericho. Those two did a great job. So that was my first wrestling event I went to, was in 2010. When I went to Smackdown. My next wrestling event I went to was again in 2010, and it was for a Monday Night Raw. It was a Monday Night Raw of 2010, and that one was also pretty good. They had, for that Monday Night Raw, it was in 2010, so back then, they had John Cena with his rivalry and about how he was forced to join the Nexus. And back then, the Nexus was probably the best stable I've ever seen. I mean, they were just great. I mean, they just did whatever the hell they wanted. They told people what to do. They beat up anybody who was against them. And I thought that Wade Barrett did a great job as the leader of the Nexus. So, I thought that whole segment and storyline with John Cena for that Raw was really cool. It was also cool seeing, so I got to see John Cena, and then I also got to see Randy Orton, which was pretty cool. And I think even CM Punk. I think I got to see CM Punk. That was another thing, was for Friday Night Smackdown, that one I went to. They also had Rey Mysterio there, and he was having his rivalry with CM Punk. And what was funny was that on that Smackdown, the first event I went to, CM Punk came out with his Straight Edge Society people, and they taunted Rey Mysterio's daughter because it was her birthday on that day. So I thought that was pretty funny. So for that, but that was for SmackDown, and then for Raw, like I said, they had Randy Orton, CM Punk, John Cena. They had the Nexus. So that all was pretty cool. I don't think that Batista was there anymore. I don't think they really had anything with Triple H or Shawn Michaels, which kind of sucked, but I thought that was pretty cool. And then my third event I went to, this one I didn't really like as much. This one was okay. I liked it better than my fourth event I went to, but my third event was in 2011. This was not in 2010, this was in 2011 in May, and it was for WWE Over the Limit, and it was an okay pay-per-view. The best match of the night, was Christian versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. That was a great match to see live and with all my Seattle fans and all of them. It was great match. The rest of the pay-per-view, though, kind of sucked. I was kind of hoping for a better match between John Cena versus The Miz in an I Quit match for the WWE Championship, but that wasn't very good, and it was pretty predictable that Cena would retain. So that was kind of predictable, but yeah, Over the Limit wasn't very good, but I really did like the other two. And then my fourth and final event I've been to was in 2012. This one was not at Key Arena, though. This one was at like some kind of Everett Arena. It was still pretty fun. It wasn't really that great, though, but see if I remember it. Well, that was when John Cena was injured, so there was no John Cena. The main thing for that Raw event, and it was a house show. The SmackDown and the Raw were both live events. The pay-per-view was obviously a live event, and then this Monday Night Raw was a house show because it was at Everett, Washington, and it was alright. The highlights, I would say, were, because of that, back then in 2012, Kane and Daniel Bryan were a tag team. They were the tag team champions, and they had their I am the tag team champions bullshit and all that. And then we had, and what was funny was that even Zack Ryder had a pretty decent match with Antonio Cesaro for the United States Championship. That was pretty good, I gotta say. Or maybe it was Santino. So either way, though, those two put on a pretty damn good match for a house show. And what was the best part, I thought, though, was seeing CM Punk, because this was when CM Punk was with Paul Heyman, and he was the WWE Champion for over 400 plus days. That was great to see. He cut a promo for that event, and then later on in the night, they had a steel cage match for the WWE Championship between CM Punk versus The Big Show. Not really a very good match. It was pretty predictable that CM Punk would escape the cage and retain the championship, but it was still pretty cool, though, seeing CM Punk and all of them. But that was probably my least favorite, next to Over the Limit. But yeah, the overall, I'll recount it again. I won't recall, but my first two events, one was SmackDown, great first event. Second was Monday Night Raw. Those two were in 2010. Then 2011 was Over the Limit, and then 2012 was a house Raw show. And the reason why I also wanted to do this video, guys, is because Monday Night Raw is coming back to Key Arena in Seattle in December, but I don't know if I'll be able to go since I'm going to a Macklemore Big Crit concert a few nights later at Key Arena, so I don't know if I'll be able to go to this Monday Night Raw or not. If not, I'm going to be kind of bummed out because I found out that for that Monday Night Raw, they have CM Punk, John Cena, they have they have CM Punk, John Cena, they have Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, The Shield, The Wyatt family, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, all of them. So I'll be kind of bummed out if I miss this Monday Night Raw. It won't be the end of the world since I've already been to 4, but it'll still be kind of bummed out. So yeah, but I just thought I would make a video about this, guys. One thing I also wanted to say is maybe another thing that kind of led to the downfall of that the Raw house show I went to, because like I said, the Raw house show was okay, but it could have been better. But one thing, though, that I was really hoping to see was The Rock. I was hoping to see The Rock there, but The Rock wasn't there, which kind of bummed me out. Because, he was at Portland, Oregon, and then he couldn't come to this house show, I suppose, because he has to film his mini movies. But I was kind of bummed, though, not to see The Rock. But anyway, back to the business. I just thought I would let you guys know that there is another Raw, a live Raw event coming to Seattle in December, but I don't know if I'll be able to go or not. But anyway, I just thought I would do a video telling my story of of what WWE events I've been to. So yeah, if you liked my video, like my video, dislike my video, subscribe to my channel, guys, if you want to check out my other videos, and leave a comment below and tell me on what your first WWE event was, or on if you enjoyed it or what it was. And yeah, peace out, guys.